in all of sports and what has become a terrific bowl game over the last few years, the LA Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Running back goes in motion. Robinson looking to pass. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. They go to the draw. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're bringing heat. Fires to the tight end. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. And it'll be a touchdown.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Working the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
On first down from the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Flushed out of the pocket. Got some room in into the goal line. And they're in for a touchdown. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
On to attempt the try. And it's perfect. An 84-yard drive there. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
From the gun. Give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes a catch down the right side. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, the ground game. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Turns it on in midfield. Afterburners coming. Past the 10. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Robinson will throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any time in between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
And here comes the punt team. He gets a block, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the run, still looking. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
I love the design by this offense. A great job rolling your athletic quarterback outside of the pocket to the left. Get him on the move. Get him away from the defense. Don't have him standing in the pocket. And now I give him a choice. Can he run it or does he throw it? He has an option. It's kind of a pass-run option.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience and bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Between the uprights, it's good. And now they regain the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Robinson looking to pass. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time when my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll bring it back. It's Bannister. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. Robinson will throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clock is wound down, just over 20 seconds to go before the break. They'll have it 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get an LA Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that is the case. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency And that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the finish of the LA Bowl.
Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. Fielded in the end zone, it's good. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Robinson looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that is just an awesome job in pass pro there on third down, giving the quarterback an opportunity to scan the field and step into his throw.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give is to Smith. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Makes the grab down the middle. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you can tell they got him there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with him. Nice job getting a tackle for loss.
And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Running it back, it's Bannister. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got his man. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback on the keeper. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
The give from the gun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Matthews. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wide receiver shows motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. Off the boot, looking for his man. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it again. Got it! The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 71 yards down the field, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're lining up to boot it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Wants to throw on first down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Robinson will throw. Fires left. Got his man. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Power football with the run. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. They're trying to get to him. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's a draw. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And how about the defense coming through in the clutch? You're up. You want to maintain that lead. You've given up a bunch of yardage. What do? You bow your neck, create the turnover, get the ball back to the offense. Offense, go do your job. We're going to win this football game.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
To the ground with the back. Jukes his way for more. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
They'll try to run for it. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And I think we're going to see a lot more of this from this offense. Listen, you're backed up on your own end. You got the lead. More importantly, you want to continue to run the clock, get first downs, be the physical team right here. The ground game, I imagine, is going to be a big part of their playbook moving forward.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They go to the ground. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time defense played it great and the play went nowhere.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Robinson looking to pass. Feeling some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver, continuing to come back to his QB.
They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself throughout the course of the game. They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way. And even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds. You got to be impressed with what you've seen by this defense.
Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Pressure coming. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's got it, and they convert. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Did you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Ready to try the point after. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's going to pass. Brings it in down the left side. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he will house it.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You can tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Had to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Robinson will throw. Unloads it left. It's complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down. They're in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on second down. They're setting up the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. Quick release by the QB. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
All right, 4th quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. Quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick, and then that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
It moves to second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. Robinson looking to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Caught near the sideline, it's good. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Makes the catch, he's got enough. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.